Welcome. In this video, we are going to learn the concept of state management in ASP.NET. There are two types of state management in ASP.NET. One is the client-side state management and the another is server-side state management. In client-side state management, we have cookies, query string and a view state. And on the server-side state management, we have sessions. So now let's get started with the sessions. Let's understand first what exactly a session is. Basically, a session is described as the period of time when the user interacts with a web application. Sessions are used to preserve the state of a user. In ASP.NET, sessions are also used to navigate the information from one page to another. Let's understand it with the help of an example. I have created this sign-in form. I am fetching the username and password from the database. When I click on this sign in button, a new page test.aspx has been loaded. Now what I want is I want to display the username from this signin.aspx page to test.aspx page. Means I want the information of this signin.aspx page in this test.aspx page. So I need something that can hold my value, username and store it and then display it on this test.aspx page. In order to do so, I am going to use an object that is session. So I have created the sample web application form in which I have created three forms: sign up, sign in and test.aspx. So our motto is to store this username value and display it on this test.aspx page. And our second goal is to preserve the state of a user. Now I am going to make use of the session object. So when user click on this sign in button, the username will get displayed on this label control. In order to do so, double click on this sign in button. I have written the database code on the click of this button. What exactly this code is doing, it is fetching the data from the database. I want to store the value of username so that it can be displayed on test.aspx page. So I am going to make a use of session object. The syntax to declaring a session variable is just type session. We have to provide the key name. This key name will going to hold the value of text box 1.txt because I am fetching the username from this text box 1.txt. I am going to rename this key name to, let's say, name. So my session variable has been created. In order to display the username in test.aspx page, double click anywhere on test.aspx page. When we double click on test.aspx page, the test.aspx.cs file will get open. Now I want to display the name of the user as soon as the page gets loaded. So first of all, I am going to check if my session name is not equal to null. Means if this variable session.name has something in it, then display the name of user on this label control. So in order to do so, just type label1 .text is equal to, I want to display the name of my user, and the name of my user is in this variable session name. Now we have to typecast it, or we have to convert it into a toString. So just save and let's run this program. I'm just clicking on this My website is running now. Click on the sign in button. I'm going to pass the name of user test and the password is also test. Just click on sign in. Now you can see on this test.aspx username has been displayed. As soon as I click on that, then I click on again, the username gets displayed in test.aspx page. So session is used to transfer the information of one page into another. Session is also used to preserve the state of a user. Suppose if I accidentally, I'm copying this URL, I have accidentally closed the browser. When I paste this URL again, press enter and you will get the username again. Means our session is also used to preserve the state of the user. Now the next thing I want, on the clicking of this logout button, I want my session to be get removed. In order to do that, stop the execution of this website. Select your test.aspx and double click on this button. In order to remove the session, I have a method session.remove, and then we have to specify the name of our session, and that is session name dot to string. So what this method will do, it will remove our session, and then I want my user to be redirected on the main page, and the main page of this web application is signup.aspx. Just click on save all and run this application again. I am filling this sign in form again. Click on this sign in button and my username is displayed on this test.aspx page. As soon as I click on logout, my session will get expired and I am redirected to the signup.aspx page. By default, the session will get expired after 20 minutes. If you want your session to be get expired before 20 minutes, just stop the execution of this current website. Select your project from Solution Explorer, double click on this web.config file. In this web.config file, you can specify the timeout for your session by declaring a tag session state along with the parameter of timeout, and you can specify the time limit here. Let's say I am declaring 1 minute. After the 1 minute, my session will get automatically expired. So this is the whole concept of session. So what exactly session do? It is used to transfer the information from one page to another, and it is also used to preserve the state of a user. In next video, we will talk about cookies.